Hey traders from around the world, this is Jerremy Alexander Newsome with, of course, Real Life Trading. Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. It is Monday, June 15th, and I'm doing an end-of-day stock review just to give you guys a little bit of a prep of what's going down, what's going on, what to look forward to keep in mind, all that kind of good stuff. Looking at the DIA, and here's the one thing that's really interesting to me. So today, we trade down to this level, and here's my update that I did in the third hour for my swing traders and day traders who are in the trading floor. There is some very short-term divergence on the indices, on the DIA. What I mean by that is, here's a very, very quick evening star reversal. We trade right down, and where do we trade to? The exact same low that we were at on the 9th of June. So check this. I very rarely go into indicators, but I often only time go into it to check out divergence or when something might be kind of interesting. And as of right now, we're creating an equal low, and RSI is going to be making a higher low, and stochastics really hasn't had any time to roll over at all. So what does that mean for us as traders? Well, really two things. I'm still very, very in line with if the pivot, like if we do not close below this candle that we made on the 9th in the next 2 weeks, so really at this point, we have about another week and a half or so of trading. If we do not close below that in the next 2 weeks, I'm still bullish to neutral if we do not close below that point. Since there is a little bit of a bullish divergence on the RSI, I actually do think we pop a little bit this next week, and that's why I kind of think we stay bullish to neutral, because this is a very, very, very strong pivot. However, if tomorrow or the next few days we close below this price, or most importantly, if tomorrow we open below this price, specifically if we opened here, and I think that would just be wild. We'd be down like 2% at the open. I don't think that's happening anytime soon. But if we did, if we open below the low of today's candle or open below 175.28 on the DIA, I would have a little bit of a bearish perspective overall. Only thing I'm doing right now on the indices, really, because of how much whipsaws we're getting, are spreads and short-term swing trades. So when I say short-term, I'm talking 2 to 3 days, maybe a week or something, because that's really how quick this one lasted. Boom, boom, done. Up to resistance, got a reversal signal, get out, get in, get out. So we got the 173, 172 bull put spread for the DIA, and I have a wager that I will eat a shoe if that does not expire worthless, because I did a very similar wager on the SPY last Friday when we had the I think it was the, I actually totally forgot now. I think it was the 202, 201, or 203, 202, something like that. Anyway, it was a bull put spread down here that expired. Once those spreads expire, I pretty much forget about them. But again, same pivot on the SPY, 206.67. That's a very, very strong support for me. Really kind of keeping a close eye on it, seeing what's going on, and watching that closely. On the 10th of June, a 202, 201 July bull put spread did have 13 cents of limit of credit in that particular price. So if we start making a higher high and a higher low tomorrow and you're not in that spread, you could absolutely consider it. It's about 4 weeks away, but look where 202 is, and we're talking way down here. So as long as the stock does not go down that far by the third Friday in July, I think we should be absolutely fine. QQQ's back down to my buying zone, which is this little pink box, so I'm kind of still expecting a little bit of a bounce there. And the IWM, we got a nice little lower shadow today, and just expecting a little bit more bullishness than bearishness. So just kind of bullish to neutral. Bullish to neutral, that's going to be my sentiments, if you will, for a little bit. So on Apple, if we close below 125.38, buy some puts or some protective puts if you're in shares, just kind of dollar cost average. And I do know some traders who are in some covered calls. Most of my covered call traders, they're expiring in June, which is this Friday. Apple, personally, we're at the 100 simple moving average. I have a lot of credit spreads on Apple expiring, and the one in particular was the 119, 118 June week 2. We also got the 115 June put sale. So there's a lot of things going on this Friday and last Friday on Apple. We're at the 100 simple moving average, guys. We could easily bounce from here. And if we do not trade, likely would go lower down to about 120 and some change, where I'll be looking to buy Apple at that particular price. Tesla, a little bit of a lower shadow today on Tesla. Nothing strategically exciting, I don't think. But we do have a 260, 260, 250 bear call spread, which is kind of up here in this price range. So watching to see how that one plays out. As a quick update on some of the airlines, Southwest Airlines did make a new black crow today. So we made a lower low and a lower high. We opened and closed both the Friday white candles closed. So 33.56 is my next target, and then 32.11. It'd be great if we hit them this week, and I'll probably hold the puts I'm in for about 2-3 weeks longer at max. So I do have July puts, so I don't want to have theta erode those too much. Even though they are pretty nicely in the money at this point, I'm not going to be holding them too terribly long. American Airlines, same thing. So the good news about American Airlines, the 10 EMA on the daily is finally starting to catch up a little bit. So here's the 10 EMA, and let me just kind of wait for that to come up. So another 2 or 3 days of sideways or lower lows, and the 10 will kind of be catching up to press it a little bit lower. I had the 38 weekly puts that I sold last week. Those expired worthless, and now I'm just waiting for AAPL to roll over a little bit, and 35.13 really kind of is my ultimate target on that particular stock. So it'd be great if that plays out that way. And Delta, really all the airlines look very, very similar. Delta also, has a little bit of room to move. Today was a new black crow, which is a black candle that opens and closes below the prior day white candles closed. So there's a lot of good trades setting up on the airlines, at least I think so. Delta is the one that's setting up the most in regards to if you're not already in a trade. American Airlines and Southwest are already kind of moving, but still have a little bit of trade potential left in them. Delta, I think, is definitely one of them to keep our eyes on. And other than that, guys, nothing really massive shaking out today. Just kind of keeping an eye on a few things. Of course, you're always welcome to hop over to the Real Life Trading Facebook page and make a request. You can email me if there's any stock that you want specifically. Text me if you have my cell phone number. Let me know what I can do to better serve you and enrich your life, and I'm really excited to continue doing what we're doing, guys. Real Life Trading is growing. I had a phenomenal time in Toronto, Canada. Very, very busy. I did not get a chance to get to as many emails as I wanted to. So if you have not gotten a reply from an email that you sent to me over the last 4 or 5 days, I'll get to it very soon. Next week, I'm going to be in LA. So if you are in California, specifically Southern California. If you're in Southern California and you want to meet up in Valencia or Los Angeles, hit me up on my Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, message me. We're doing a meetup at a brewery, I think, June 26th. So message me for details. It's probably going to be about 15 people there. So I'm really pumped about that, excited and energized to see all the real life traders from all around the world. Folks, I'll see you guys later, and later will be Wednesday. And until then, remember, love life, live life, and trade it.